station coming back. This is KC9VKV, 3 miles west of Louisville. Do you have a copy down in Huntsville, Alabama?
Kilo-4 uniform Delta uniform, trying to reach KC9, I believe it was Kilo Victor Victor.
Victor Kilo Victor, is this Huntsville, Alabama? This is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, 3 miles west of Louisville, looking for Huntsville, Alabama on Shout South.
Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, this is Kilo-4 uniform Delta uniform. Do you have a copy on me? Over.
Roger, Roger. I have a copy on you. Are you in Huntsville, Alabama?
Yeah, at the Huntsville Airport. Over.
Roger, Roger. What I'd like to do is do a short little QSO, kind of taking advantage of the opening. I'm going direct to BETHPAGE from Louisville, about 3 miles west of Louisville, to BETHPAGE, which is about 150 miles, picking up the Shout South network there down to Huntsville, Alabama. And I do have a YouTube page called Qso-Vlog, where we do various QSOs regarding amateur radio and the different aspects of amateur radio. And I would like to do a short QSO on the Shout South network and how it links up from Bowling Green, I think it is, down to Huntsville, Alabama. Roger, Roger.
Kilo-4 uniform Delta uniform, and my name is Roger. Over.
Repeat the last, please. This is KC9VKV. Could you repeat your last transmission, please?
Kilo-4 uniform Delta uniform, and my name is Roger by chance. Over.
I see. So I should say Roger, Roger.
Over.
Roger, okay. What a stroke of luck there. Yes, I would like to talk to you just for a minute, if you have some time, just to draw attention to the Shout South network. And are you fairly well familiar with that network, Roger? You were breaking up just a little bit. Hopefully you might be able to find a position that gets you into the Huntsville, Alabama repeater just a little bit better, sir. I think Roger is moving around down there in Huntsville, Alabama. He's out by the airport there in Huntsville, and was just a little scratchy on that last transmission. Roger, how do you copy now? I was taking a little hit myself there. I was taking a little hit making it down to BETHPAGE, but I'm back up, I think. Roger, you were in and out on that repeater pretty bad. Not a real good copy, that last transmission. Like I say, we are 3 miles west of Louisville, making it down to BETHPAGE, which is about 150 miles. I'm getting about 6 lights back about 6 lights back from the Bethpage repeater, so we're in pretty good shape from Louisville to Bethpage. If we could just get just a little bit better copy on the Huntsville, Alabama input. Roger, Roger. Roger, Roger. Gosh, Roger, here we are strung out 300, 400 miles, man. You're not making the trip into that Huntsville, Alabama repeater very well. Maybe you can, maybe there's a hilltop in your future. Maybe there's a hilltop in your future out there around the airport area.
Uniform Delta. How is my copy now? Over.
It's a little better, still a little noisy, but it's solid. It is solid. How do you copy me, sir? Yeah, Huntsville, how do you copy me now?
For about 2 minutes.
I'm still getting about 3 lights now back from Bethpage. About 3 lights coming back from Bethpage. Roger, have you managed to get a little bit better location there in Huntsville? This is KC9VKV, 3 miles west of Louisville. We're talking with Roger down in Huntsville, Alabama, on the Shout South network, and he's out by the airport, or was last time we heard. Just a little bit marginal signal there from Roger into the Huntsville, Alabama repeater, and our signal from here to Bethpage occasionally takes a dive, but usually is up. Roger, do you still copy? Roger, I'm afraid you're too marginal. Is there anybody else in Huntsville, Alabama that has a copy? Anybody else in the Huntsville, Alabama area that has a solid copy that we might be able to talk about the Shout South network?
Station Louisville, this is Whiskey 4, Oscar for Romeo Sierra, W4Ors, name's Chris, in West Huntsville, Research Park. You got a copy?
Yes, I do, Chris. You are solid in. Just want to take a moment to, I've got a Qso-Vlog page on YouTube, and we're recording on this Qso now. We'll post it later, but I wanted to do it on the Shout South network. Roger? Sorry, I just took a dive. We're doing about 150 miles from just west of Louisville down to Bethpage. Roger?
This is the W4LKZ repeater.
Copy 150 miles from west of Louisville to Bethpage repeater. So very good. Okay. Sounds like we got a little bit of enhancement going on this morning. I'm not hearing it too much down here, so maybe mostly up in that area. Maybe got a little bit of tropospheric ducting going on. But anyway, I just been listening. I've been kind of reading the mail here for a few minutes on the way into work, and just pulled into the slot here at the office. So I come back and give you a shout. This repeater's got a little bit of problems on the receive every now and then. I know the plan's been working on improving that, but there's one station I think was over here at the airport. I can hear him fine on the input, but had a little problem there going through the repeater. But just wanted to come back and say good morning to you, and sounding good down here in Huntsville. Again, name is Chris. The call is Whiskey 4, Oscar, Romeo Sierra. Back to you.
Roger, Chris, solid in that transmission. Yeah, we're having a little bit of ducting up this way from just west of Louisville down to Bethpage, but by and large, hanging in there. I wonder if you could tell me how many stations are now hooked to Shout South network.
I haven't looked at the web page in a while, but there for last time I took a look at it, there are at least, I would say, a dozen repeaters, pretty much on the I-65 corridor from Huntsville up to the Nashville area, and then north to Nashville, and then I know there's one there at Bowling Green as you go up 24, but and there's quite a few on UHF and VHF. Now occasionally when the band does open up, I can hear the repeaters that are linked into the network here in Huntsville direct. So occasionally I can hear the machines up there around Nashville, and they come in strong. Of course, they're all in the same Qso because it's all part of the South network, but this is the southern end.
Roger that. So essentially we're talking about from probably 30 miles north of Bowling Green down to 30 miles south of Huntsville, Alabama. Would you say the coverage is fairly continuous down I-65? This is KC9VKV. Chris, do you still have a copy?
Came back at the very end there, and let be going on, but yeah, what was the name on that end? Let me get your call again also.
Roger, Roger. The name is Jim, Juliet, India, Mike, and the call sign is Kilo, Charlie, 9, Victor, Kilo, Victor. Kilo, Charlie, 9, Victor, Kilo, Victor. Roger, Roger.
Good. KC9VKV for Whiskey 4 Oscar Romeo Sierra. So, okay, very good. I'm going to go ahead and sign. I got to get inside and get started here and get the day going. TGIF, last Friday, I got the Ham Fest here in Huntsville this weekend, so anybody listening, love to have you come down to our Ham Fest at the Von Braun Center this weekend. And the talk in down here is going to be on the 146.94 repeater. 46.94 talking for the Huntsville Ham Fest. Anyway, we'll say 73 to you, Jim, and we'll catch you later on. Have a good day, good weekend, and maybe you get a chance to go. We got the eclipse coming up on Monday, so that's going to be a lot of fun. Maybe there'll be some folks around to talk about the eclipse on the network. Have a good day. 73.
Roger, Roger, Chris. Appreciate the effort to taking the time to come back to us and letting us know a little bit more information about the Shout South network of 2 meter and 70 centimeter repeaters that essentially has a coverage area probably of about 30 miles north of Bowling Green to about 30 miles south of Huntsville, Alabama. At least that's the way I understand it, and about 12 repeaters linked together down the I-65 corridor. So something for you amateurs to consider as you're motivating between Bowling Green and Huntsville, Alabama. So we appreciate it, Chris. Thank you so very much, and we'll let you get back to work there. And Roger, sorry, sorry we didn't work it out there, but appreciate the effort. Sometimes, you can go 500 miles, but the last 25 poses a problem, and we understand that Huntsville, Alabama repeater might just have a slight receive problem in the repeater, so maybe they'll get that fixed shortly, and everything will be copacetic. But anyway, appreciate the assistance all along the way, and thanks to Shout South Network for facilitating this QSO. This is Kilo Charlie 9 Victor Kilo Victor, and we'll be clear.